Hey guys, welcome to week 6 of the Buying Club. I think it is going to be a fun and festive week. So, disclaimer, if something I mentioned doesn't end up in the box, don't be upset. And with that, I will start with the first item, which is corn. So Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, you guys got corn this past week. You will get corn again. And Monday, this is your first time getting corn. So one of the things that I like to do is make a corn salsa. And you actually don't cook the corn, you use the corn raw. And I feel like sometimes, corn is always cooked. Like, it's fantastic raw. Like, if you just put it on top of a salad raw, it's delicious. So don't forget about it that way. I mean, and half the time I just eat it raw because it's just easy. And so corn salsa, and then, if you, coming off of the 4th of July weekend, just absolutely ate yourself silly on corn and are like, oh dear, more corn. Freeze it. Corn freezes fantastically. That's a super easy way. And then, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but it's basically how I was raised eating corn because we were always like running around and crazy people. Corn microwaves fantastically. You just do 2 minutes an ear, you shuck it, you pull off the silk, you wash it, you put it on the plate, 2 minutes an ear, round and round it goes, and you're done. Fantastic. So keep those in mind for corn. You guys are also gonna get broccoli again this week. This will be the last time for broccoli, so I just figured might as well give it to you while I have it when in Rome. And yeah, so then it'll be back in the fall, and today we were actually seeding broccoli, and we did our 3rd planting progression. So some of the earlier progressions, the broccoli is like this big, so we'll plant it in the field around the end of July, and it'll all come full circle. More broccoli for everyone. So it is pepper season, super exciting. So I have the bell peppers. I also have really fantastic frying peppers, which is my favorite. And then these really beautiful sweet banana peppers. The variety is called Goddess. So I think that is super fun. And I think they're very beautiful. So I am personally much more a fan of these 2 type peppers than the bell pepper. However, many of you are huge fans based on the orders from the last few years. So, I mean, peppers, eat them raw, put them in a salad, put them in salsa, put them in cooking, stuff them. All kinds of fun. So I have the purple, I have the green. Right now I also have Bianca, which is like a very pale yellow bell, which is really pretty, and a few midnight bells. So some of the other colors are coming, but those are the ones that you would see this week. So, bell peppers. It is also potato season. I may or may not put you in a carb coma with the corn and the potatoes, but you love it. I know it. So yeah, potatoes. What can't you do with a potato? I mean, the potato does everything. Delicious, fantastic. Make a giant bowl of potato salad and eat it for days. Like, that is totally my style. I am a grazer. I like to constantly feed throughout the day. So anything that I can make in a batch and put in the fridge and eat and eat and eat for days and at all hours of the night and day is like my kind of thing. So I am a huge fan of potato salad. And this week I'm also forcing my love of patty pan squash on you because they're adorable and they're fantastic and they're underloved, to be honest. So this weekend at the farmer's market, one of the customers was telling me that he feels these hold up better on the grill, and he just slices them this way and puts them on the grill, and they do fantastically. So that would be with one that's a little bit larger. He was out for something that was larger. With the smaller ones, I have a customer, what he does is he boils them, and then he uses a spoon and he scoops out the very center, and then he stuffs it with meat and cheese and rice and whatever he has going on. Kind of like you would do like stuffed cabbages or something like that. And then he pops it back in the oven on a cookie sheet and bakes it. So choice baked potato-esque. So it's patty pan squash. You are also going to get parsley. And parsley is going to come how the basil did, with the full root in a bag with water. So you can take it out and put it in fresh water, or parsley is totally cool to go in the fridge. Parsley is down with being cold. Basil, no. Parsley, yes. So that's your choice. And this week, you guys are going to get flowers. So super excited about the flowers. So I picked some on the fly just sort of tell you what some of them are, some of the names you might not know. So calendula is one of them. This is poor example on my part, poor picking. Not very open, but calendula, very fun. These sweet little white flowers are called feverfew, and these dry very nicely, so you can hang them upside down and dry them. They also smell great. And I just think they're sweet. They're a really great filler. They look nice in the bouquets to give it some body. So feverfew is adorable. You also may find some globe, also known as gomphrena, in your bouquet. I also have, which may show up, is statice. English statice, not to be confused with German statice, which is like a more of a perennial type thing. This is an annual. More globe. Snapdragons, which are super fun and adorable and make everyone happy. So snapdragons. Marigolds, fantastic. And I also have some really pretty zinnias, so very fun. And then sort of a fun story about the flowers. So my first job out of college, I was very lucky. I mean, it was a great job. I had a great manager, but I was just feeling very restless. And I knew that I wanted to come home to the farm. So I remember this day I was sitting in my car in the parking lot, and I called one of our family friends who grows just a few flowers. No, he's a huge cut flower grower. He's awesome. And I said, hey, I want to move home, I want to restart the farm, and I want to do organic flowers. And he paused for a moment. He's certainly not the type to ever be like, oh, you know, that's crazy, because, you know, he's had a lot of crazy ideas that are brilliant. So I think he's definitely like a supporter of sort of like, you know, I don't know if that's a good idea, but you should go for it. So he was like, well, you know, you could do that. I mean, it's going to be tough. You have to create a market for it and so on and so forth, but you could do it. So, so then I moved home and I did the vegetable thing. And then, one of the guys that works for me this past year, he also works for me again this year, he worked on a flower farm, and we were talking while picking peaches one night, and he said, hey, how come you don't do more flowers? You know, I did a few. And I said, I don't know, I would love to. And he was like, well, let's do it. So he was great. He helped me out a ton over the winter, sort of get stuff organized, and talked about varieties and what he thought worked and didn't work. So I'm super excited to be doing more flowers. I think it's going to be really fun. I should be offering just bouquets on the store soon, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I think that's it for this week. We're skipping blueberries this week to give you a week off. We'll be back onto fruit next week. So yeah, super exciting in the next few weeks. Lots of really cool stuff coming. So I hope you guys have a great week, and I will have a video for you next week. Thanks, guys.